I have found in my work with spiritual women, I've worked with thousands of women over the years, that there are so many amazing, beautiful, talented spiritual women who are not stepping off the cliff and doing what they feel that they are here to do. And you are not alone, because we know that women are less likely to step into roles of leadership or to run their own businesses than men, and we are more likely to have a fear of public speaking. And I absolutely know how you feel, because I was really afraid of stepping off the cliff myself. I remember many years ago in my 20s having this profound feeling that I had one foot on the bank and the other in the air, and I couldn't get that other foot off the cliff. I was so afraid of stepping off the cliff and doing what I love, because I had a really intense fear of being seen and heard and speaking in public. I worked as an IT project manager, and while I was doing that, I studied yoga teaching part-time. I really wanted to be a yoga teacher. But this fear of putting myself out there was so debilitating. It was preventing me from fully stepping off the cliff. And I remember one day in class, I had to teach 3 people, and I froze. And I thought to myself, there is no way I am going to be able to do this. And I wanted to curl under a rock and stay there. I don't know how I did it, but I managed to get through my yoga teacher training. And I managed to deliver a class and became certificated, even though the fear was so profound within me. And then I picked up a class at a local gym, and I remember walking in with my yoga mat and my bag, and I had this profound fear just emanating from within my body. You know, that heart-wrenching feeling of fear. But I stood on that yoga mat and I looked out at my students. I found my center. And this thought came over me. It was like, Tegan, this isn't about you. This is about your students. Just get out of your own way. Focus on them. And that's what I did. And I had an amazing class. And afterwards, students came up to me and they said, oh my God, we love that. Thank you so much. And I was so proud of myself for being brave and stepping off the cliff. For the first time, I felt free. And since then, I have taught thousands of yoga classes. I've spoken at conferences. I've run workshops for big organizations. And I have run retreats in many countries around the world. And I absolutely love sharing my knowledge and my gifts with the world. It's really important to be brave. The only people who are missing out on you stepping off the cliff are your students, who are missing out on the transformation that you provide with your unique offering. And you're missing out too, because it is an extraordinary feeling to be out there in the world doing what you love, stepping off that cliff and flying. So share this video with all of the women in your life who are afraid to step off their own cliff to do what they love. And always remember, you are good enough, you matter, and your voice matters. Thank you for watching.